Hey guys, if you would like to see how I got these two completely different looks with the same resin, please keep watching. Okie dokie, so I've mixed up some resin, clear resin, and I've added in an interference purple mica powder. I'll put the link for the set down below. So here I have got 4 closed back bezels. I have got 2 silver and 2 bronzy colours. Now when I poured it in, it wasn't particularly strong, so I added a little bit more mica powder just to really get that saturation of colour and make it slightly more opaque. So I'm going to mix that in and I'm going to pour it into our 4 bezels. Just going to move it to the edge with this thin stick. And I just basically want to put a coating on the bottom so we've got a bit of colour. Now, I was aghast at this point because that's the same resin from the same cup and you can see 2 different colours from it. And that really excited me. Then I had a tiny bit left over, so I thought why not do some open back bezels as well. So I've secured this to the board with just some packing tape, same as the closed bezels. And then we're going to leave that to cure for 24 hours. Now I've got a load of forget-me-nots and other little flowers that I pressed from my garden. And so I pressed them all with my microflower. I'll put a link for you. And I'll show you somewhere. I'll put a link to one of the videos where I show you how I do that. And so then I've collected them all in this tin and I'm just selecting a few forget-me-nots and a few other flowers that I thought would go quite nicely in this. So there's my tin of flowers that I've pressed. And I'm going to use this No Wipe Top Coat nail varnish. I'm just going to put a little bit on each so the flower sticks to it. Because what we don't want is these flowers floating when I put the top coat on. So then we're going to slowly select our flowers to go into each bezel. What I tried to do, originally I was just going to do forget-me-nots. But then while I was looking in the tin, I did see the star flowers and the purple ones. So I decided to use all of them. So using my tweezers to pick them up and pop them into each bezel. Trying to think of not just using the full forget-me-not, using some of the smaller bits that either were in half or were still partly closed, just so that you've got a variety of shapes and sizes in each bezel to make it a bit more interesting. Once I've got them on in where I think I want them, I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of the No Wipe Top Coat, just on the star flowers specifically, in that centerpiece just over the top to make sure they actually cure to the base. And then we're going to cure them under a UV light because the No Wipe Top Coat is a nail varnish, so you can cure it under the light. Cured each one for about 1.5 minutes. It doesn't need a full cure, we just need it to secure enough so that when I'm now doing this epoxy resin clear top coat, that the flowers aren't going to float up to the top. So I'm just putting a little bit in each one and then very carefully, because you can still feel the flowers, moving it round with my silicone sort of tool here. I had to crop this in quite close because my face did get in the way a couple of times. I apologise for that. So I'm just using that silicone tip tool to spread out this resin to do a nice clear top coat. The reason we're doing a top coat is for several reasons. One, to make sure that the flowers are completely encased, because we don't want them to rot. We don't want them to be attacked by moisture in the air and end up not looking so great. Secondly, we want it nice and smooth. And third, we want to make sure it is really shiny so that it looks good. Hey guys, I'm back to our completed forget-me-not jewellery. So I'll start off with the round closed back bezel. So this has a solid back, and this is how this one looks. So it's got the interference pink backing and the 3 forget-me-nots. We've then got this teardrop shaped brass style one. I've added a blue chain to go with the blue forget-me-nots, and I love Like this resin in the background is the same resin from the same pot with the same colouring in. And on the darker bezel, it comes out, you see the pinky purple so much more. And on the silver bezel, you see the white with a hint of that colour. And I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Just shows how unique these interference colours are and how they pick up what's around them. I love it. So next we've got this heart piece, which has, we've got a star flower, a forget-me-not, and a little yellow bud from one of my flowers. Then I've got one more closed back. So these all have, then we've got our last closed back bezel. Got this silver plated square one, which is beautiful, with one of the star flowers and the forget-me-not in the corner. And then we've got two open back bezels. So these were the ones that had tape on the back. And these are really interesting because they do have both sides. Now obviously if this was a clear pendant you could wear it either way around, but I have done a more solid backing colour, and this one is beautiful with these purple pressed flowers that I've pressed. And then the last one we've got is this star piece, which I adore. And this one actually you can see from both sides because the backing was a little thinner. So here is our star piece. And again, I love the shine on these. So yes. Okay guys, so there is our finished forget-me-not jewellery. I really like these. Let me know which one is your favourite. I don't honestly know. I still can't get over the difference in colour based on the bezel. It's just one of the things I love about resin. You learn so much with every project. Anyway, thank you very much for spending time with me today, guys. Keep crafting and I'll see you soon. Bye.